Hey people, this is Aram. My pronouns are he, him, and welcome to Rise of the Demigods.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Wilkes. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Astrid Elvea, the demigoddess of constellations and wild elf ranger rogue.
Hi, my name is Arvi. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Janice de Castiel, the demigod of secrets and Aasimar Bard.
Hey Yakety Pack, it's me, Nikki C, coming at you with my intro. I played Barb, the human monk, demigod of bones, the only human monk in the world. Said that before and I'm saying it again. Their pronouns are they and them, and so are mine. What up?
Hey, my name is Joey, and I play Theodore Zildaya, the demigod of diamonds, and mine and his pronouns are he and him. Welcome to Rise of the Demigods.
While we're on the disc, can I lean down to Slugs?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say Slugs?
No.
I'm really sorry.
Why?
Well, for one, I hit you, which I'm sorry, but
No, it's an accident. That's fine.
I feel bad. They mentioned that you were taken and interrogated about me, and I hate to think that you suffered because of me.
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
I didn't suffer because of you, because you didn't hurt me. They did. And to blame yourself for actions they took doesn't make any sense. You're my friend. I helped you. And you helped me. And that's what friends do.
You're a very good person, Slugs.
Well, I like you.
I like you too.
Oh. Ah.
I am still sorry that it had to happen to you, and I'll make sure it won't happen again. We all will.
You gotta focus that on the people who did it, not on yourself. Don't be sad about you. Don't be sad about me, because I'm fine now, and we're gonna work together.
If you saw them, you'd be able to tell us it was them,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Are they at the temple?
Well, there was two of them, and one of them was an elf, and one of them was a halfling, and the halfling was like could turn into animals.
Do you remember what their names were?
Oh no, they just kind of were inquisitors. Kept saying inquisitor. Nah, I like that.
I hope they show their faces.
One of them did. The one who can turn to animals. She did. But the other one was a mask. Not a mask, a hood. Whole time.
Oh, well, that's right. I meant I hope they show up. But I guess it's also good that you saw their faces.
Yeah, kind of. One of them.
Where we go? What's the plan?
Back to the island, right?
The
Yeah,
other
Main island.
Well, where are we going to go after that?
we told Malvorn
I
and
have to
Creed to
find
gather
Luna.
the other students.
As they're talking, can I be on the scribe pad to try to see if there's any, like, other alarms that are activated?
Oh,
To see if, like, any defenses are, like, kind of, like, rallying up or anything like that? Anything was suspicious?
There are a couple that are still red, and you're able to go in and swipe them and turn them off just like Medina was.
Okay.
In fact, her passcode still seems active in your scrypad.
She jailbroke your...
She didn't jailbreak it. She just
jailbreak it.
put her password in. She got rid of Bessie. Thanks, Mom.
There.
Really old software.
Medina, you're too far into this now. Are you going to get the others? The other teachers?
Get them to do what?
To help us?
Well, I shall try. This is probably not the best choice you're making, but
I mean,
if you wish to make it,
she is
I will help you.
against the dean, but she's still pro the temple.
Yeah. She's pro not having all the demigods slaughtered. She's not necessarily pro the temple. The temple is, in her mind, the best way to keep all the demigods from being slaughtered.
I mean, we're pro that too. We don't
Yeah,
want to be
yeah, I
slaughtered.
figured you would be.
I'm just saying, like, you helped us do all of this, so
Well, it's not going to matter anyways. They're going to know that Slugs is not in their cell, and Big Lady is in the cell now.
Well, they can come get Slugs if they want him. And we'll have something to say about it.
If you wish to leave, there's an airship.
Oh, yeah, I flew in on that.
Gonna steal an airship.
Where are we going to go? We have to have a plan. We can't just be going places.
well, maybe we just go first, and we'll think about it when we get on the airship.
I don't want to leave the others.
We'll take them with us.
I don't want to leave this. Where are we going to go? It's just... I can't just get on an airship and not know where we're going.
You have before.
I didn't have much choice. Now I have a choice.
Fair enough.
What's the green star looking at right now?
So
What's
it's
that?
still just a little flickering dot up in the sky.
Medina, you know nothing about that?
And again, she looks up at it. Well, okay. I studied a bit of astronomy. It's not a star. It's flickering. I believe it's a comet or an asteroid of some sort, and
An asteroid of some sort.
appears to be heading our way.
My twin is coming down.
Your giant twin.
My giant twin.
Okay, that seems to be at a larger scale than most things we've been dealing with at the moment.
It depends what it is.
Like an asteroid.
Yes.
A
how
large
large
thing
it is. Yeah.
coming to hit.
Yep.
To do a hit.
If
on
it
the world.
were to strike Calgon, if it was of considerable size, yes, that would be a problem. But the gods will handle that.
The guards?
The gods.
Will
The
they?
gods.
Why haven't they intervened here? If they're not even doing little things, why would they care about that?
This is a tad underneath their notice, but the destruction of the planet, that would cause some alarm.
Okay. Well, I kind of just want to... I know. I want to get all the students together
Okay.
and make a Rom do 16 voices.
I know. I'm just gonna cry in my sleep. All right, they are. It is like
Can I locate where all the students are while we're on our
Absolutely.
way? I can just find the cameras and see who's where.
100%.
I mean, we told Cree and Malborn to
Yeah.
go to their
Yeah.
houses.
Also, it's basically almost lights out. So they'd all. So most of them are in their rooms or heading to their rooms right now. Including by the way,
Tula.
no, why can't I think of his name?
Wendell?
Why can't I think of yes, Wendell. Yeah, Wendell is back in the temple.
Okay.
Okay, he was gone. Can I, if I focus in, can I go to Luna's like site?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Totally.
she still at the door?
She's still at the door waiting.
Can I communicate with her like a familiar, like it's sort of like,
She
yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah, and so I say, "Come to me, Luna, darling,"
Oh.
and I try to. I don't even know how to. Where are we?
Right. And she like takes a step back and then takes a step forward and then turns like in a complete circle and then bashes her head against the door to fling it open and comes sprinting around the side of the building towards the back where you guys are pulling up.
Okay.
Where are we landing?
We're getting onto the balcony. I mean, we told Cree and Malvorn to meet us here, so if
Right.
anything, we should either see them, Rom, or they should be coming soon.
Is that your Slugs impression?
No, that was my vocal wink and nudge.
So
That's how it sounds when I move my body.
as your disc approaches back to your main
My
island,
disc.
your disc,
My disc.
yes,
No one else's.
as it swings back,
The only human disc.
a form comes up from underneath it. and
What?
is now soaring next to you, and you quickly realize it's Cree. So Cree is now flying next to you as you guys come
Flips
in.
it over, we all fall off.
I don't think I've ever interacted with Cree.
I didn't until last
No, I guess
episode.
not.
No.
Right. So he flies in and then lands as you guys are docking, and Malvorn is there with his hands behind his back.
Where are the other students?
And Malvorn just kind of like gestures behind him, and there are several other students. Not all of them, but there are others. There is Sasomo, and there
How many
is
voices do you want to play?
Zali.
That's
There's
not a
several.
lot.
There's two people.
And
several implies 3 or more.
okay, all right.
Wendell?
Is Wendell there?
Next time.
Oh yeah, and Wendell's there.
Oh, yeah.
Wendell's there. So there's Wendell.
Zali?
There's
Zali,
Zali. Wait,
Sasomo.
Wendell, Zali, Sasomu, and
Right.
Tula.
Come on, give Tula. Come on,
Hey, what about
give
my
it.
buddy?
Come on, Tula.
Get
Come on,
Tula,
Tula.
man. Get
We
Tula
want
in there.
Tula.
Get Tula.
I,
We want to meet
Come on.
Tula.
okay, fine.
Hey, Tula! I
run up and give her the biggest hug.
The star of Rise of the Demigods, Tula,
She's
the
appeared.
demigod of acrobatics, as some of you may remember from episode 1.
I run up. I say, Tula, I remember what you told me the first day we met. It saved my life down there.
Yeah, I told you to not get hit.
Your wisdom has just guided me through the wildest of times.
Yeah.
Right here. Fist bump.
Gotcha.
God,
Okay, I
Tula,
love Tula. I love
forever.
her. I stan an icon. I run up to
She's very
Wendell.
chill.
Yeah, is
Um,
Tula like the Mermista?
The what?
Oh, no
Marisa
She-Ra fans?
from She-Ra, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tula
Yes.
is
I'm a
Mermista.
really bad gay. I haven't finished this.
I haven't either.
Can I run up to
Watch
Wendell?
that shit.
I give him a big hug,
Oh,
and I say, "You were gone. Where were you?"
hey. Oh, well, there were some people who had questions about you, and they wanted to ask me the questions, and I wasn't very helpful because I felt weird asking some of the questions, but then
Answering.
this halfling was really nice, and she's like, I want to talk to your otter. So she turned into an otter, and then she talked to the otters. Like, they were in another room for a while, and I don't know what happened.
Wendell.
And then I'm back here, and it was fine. It was, it was weird and a little scary, but it's okay.
Do I see Flip Flop and Flop?
Yeah,
Are they
they
here?
there?
Yeah, they're right there, and he's got one of the bags on the floor, and they're kind of like laying on their backs, holding each other's hands.
I kind of do the mom does he cut? Is he hurt? Is he?
Right, and they're just
No, to Wendell.
to Wendell.
Fuck the otters, Aram!
Yeah, no, to Wendell.
About Wendell.
Is he
Kid,
injured?
get out of my way.
Is he injured? Is he okay? Those otters
Honestly,
ratted
though,
me.
big mood, though.
Those otters ratted me out. I don't care about them.
That's true, they did.
It's true, they did. Okay. the otters must die. No, I do it to Wendell. I want to see, is he cut? Is he injured? Is he okay?
So you go through his hair, and he's like, "No, it's okay. It's like, no, really, I'm not. Oh, yeah, okay. But no,
Yeah.
I'm fine."
And then you
I'm
see
fine.
a branded skull on the top of his forehead.
LOL.
There's a little cut where they put the tracker
Oh,
in the back.
fucking god. But he's okay.
Yeah, no injuries.
And I look over, Zolly's okay too.
Zolly-
Everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, but Zolly looks fine.
They
She's
were
over
the
there
two that got
making
stolen.
swords, and things. Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Make it.
Do you know where those people went?
Which people? I'm sorry. Oh,
The
the two.
the
They could still be here. They came back a couple days in a row. So, they wouldn't have been one
it's
day in a row.
been 2.5 days.
One day. They came back
Hour 47.
like in the morning and night. So they must be here somewhere.
We
Did
could
they-
find these people.
Did they take you down to the jail infirmary, or did they question you in your room?
No, I was taken down by some seekers, and then they told me to stay there.
Like just by yourself, not doing anything?
Well, then they came in to check on me. There was a big lady with shields who came in to check on me, and then later on, like, there were people outside, and I think maybe the dean was here.
Okay.
Of
Did you break out?
No, I was in my room.
Barb. The dean was here.
I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. I'm gonna
Bryant might be able to
yes.
tell us something.
I'm going to prop my femur up in a way that, like, I start crawling on it in a way that I'm like doing some weird counterweight thing. I have it in my head. If anyone wants to get on me, DM me. I'll describe how it works. Anyway, I'm a bit elevated off the ground is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna speak to the crowd in my democratic speech and say, okay, everyone, you may be wondering why we called you on here.
Speak up!
Okay. Hey, Tidor. God. So, as some of you may have realized or not, Slugs was missing. But we have recovered them. That's a weird verb to use, I know, but that's because Slugs was imprisoned by the or some form of faculty here, not necessarily any of the heralds or archons that we know, but inquisitors, whatever happy name that is. So this is a meeting of the minds. We just, some gentle information, we just broke Slugs out of jail. And in the midst of that, we were a bit physically combative with one of the heralds here. Archon or herald? I don't know the difference.
Yep.
Hey, raise your hand if you know the difference. No one, right? And a couple raised their hands. You don't even go
Slugs had
here.
his hand up.
I think like Archon is above Herald, I think, right?
It definitely
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know where you guys got that information. So she's in jail. We put her there. So shit is about to hit the fan as much as it already has. Just wanted to gather you all here to have everyone on the same page, and maybe if anyone else has some information that they want to get out, now is the time. I will pass you the speaking bone. If anyone feels the spirit, move them. And I look out into the crowd.
Roll persuasion.
$16.
Okay, yeah. I mean, everyone's nodding along. Even Malvorn is listening and nodding along. Does
Great.
anyone else wish to speak?
Can I like kind of like shift towards Malvorn
Yeah.
and just kind of like nudge him like, hey, where's Varrock?
He was not convinced.
Yeah, well, Malvorn's not really convincing.
I wouldn't go with Malborn either. Makes sense.
Any of the NPCs want to give me some juicy, delicious info, Rob? With my hot 16.
Any exposition.
Any exposition
Any
would
direction.
would just be great. Just be great if anyone wants to speak up.
What
Talk
is
about
it?
what's happened.
What is it
Tula.
that you would like to know?
Anything that's happened. We've all had some weird dreams and weird stuff go on right now.
Sure.
I'm getting the sense that
Maybe-
some people have been visited by these
Yes.
inquisitors.
Zali or Wendell.
Zali
might
and
wanna say
Wendell.
something.
Wendell was
You know,
telling us about what
If
happened
they
to him.
find that
Yeah.
any information is relevant, here's my open door with some great democracy to please. Stand right up.
Zali kind of like looks to the side and steps up, and she's like, "I'm with y'all." Y'all. That's not what she's gonna say.
I'm with y'all.
Wow.
Hey, it's me,
listen,
Zolly.
It is a very useful,
been replaced.
gender-neutral collective pronoun.
If
It's what we
Zolly,
got.
I grew up in the South. I have such hard feelings about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna make a joke about her being a Southern belle, but it's past. The moment's past.
Zolly, the bone is yours.
Yeah. So Zali walks up and says, I am with all of you, but what about her? And points to Astrid.
Tula. Oh. who's a shadow in the corner with their arms crossed, red eyes.
Why are we being questioned about her?
I wish I knew. I don't know. It's within the last 6 hours. It feels like there's Nami trying to find me. I don't understand.
Malvorn, do you have anything to add?
Well, she's right. We are in more danger if she's present.
I mean, I could leave.
I think Zendar steps up and like kind of takes the bone.
I'll
or
guide your
whatever.
hand to it.
Okay. Okay. And he looks around, or kind of not in the sense that he's looking, but in the sense that he's kind of gathering
Zendar's
everyone
blinds.
together. Yes. And he says, "Listen, everyone. I know that we've only been here for a short time. And I know that you may not have grown as close to each other as this group seems to have. I can certainly understand that. But you must understand that there are greater things at work here than just us and our relationships. There are gods and demigods that seek to kill us, to enslave us, to bring us to kneel before them. Astrid is being targeted now, that is true. But we do not know why, and we do not know if she will be the only one. If we surrender Astrid and simply leave her here, they could come for one of us else next. Where do we draw the line between us and them and us and any other group? Where do we draw the line?
Well, I didn't say leave her. I just said she's a liability.
And are you not? Have you not angered your own god who has been lying to you?
My father, you know, is a patient man. I still know people, and I'm quite wealthy.
Great, cool answer. Zolly, if you don't mind, I agree, Zendar. I think I know we're struggling to find a side, conform to a side, look at something as opposition. I am genuinely curious who this they is. Who are the people targeting Astrid? I agree that they will probably come for others. I also agree that I'm going to draw the line at Astrid. I'm not going to let anyone... Anyway, people here were spoken to by a halfling, by another one. Can anyone give us any information about that?
And Wendell, she talked to me for a while, and then she wasn't... I don't know. She seemed frustrated
What
after
is
a
her
while.
name? Did you get anything?
No, she didn't give me her name.
Okay.
Yeah. So she just said, call me Inquisitor. And so I called her Inquisitor. And she, talked to me for a while, and then she kind of got frustrated. And then she stopped talking to me, and she started talking to the otters. And then they talked back, and they seemed to be having a conversation. And then she asked the otters to go in the other room. And then she went in the other room, and they were there for a while. And then we came back.
Hey, Wendell, how well do you know your otters?
Well, I mean, how well do you know your otters? How do I answer? I feel like I know them pretty well. They've been with me for about 8 months.
Who was they?
The Inquisitor?
Yeah, the Inquisitor was able to shapeshift into other animals. What if...
Oh, yeah, she could become an otter. I wish I could become an otter.
What if
she is right now?
One of the otters listening.
Oh.
Is your connection like it is with
Luna?
With Luna?
It's not like you guys are special. You talk, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't talk. They just I just can kind of sometimes know what they want. It's usually food. So it's kind of easy.
I look at the otters. Does one of them look different? I've spent time with these otters.
Okay.
I created one of them.
Yes, you did. That is valid.
Dude, I feel like I've spent the most time with the group. Does one of them... Is there something different about them?
Roll perception.
If I roll I'm going to be so sad. That is going to be a 23.
Okay. So you get down and you're just really looking.
Just fucking.
Right? Yeah. And the otters are kind of laying there holding hands, and then they see that you're looking at them, and then they kind of stop holding hands, and they kind of lean up and kind of look right back at you. And so they're both just kind of here, and there's this bit of tense moment, and then they start making noises and pushing each other aside and splashing and getting their heads for scritches. And they're clearly the same
They look
otters.
the same?
I mean, unless she's just a master. They look the same. They act the same. They feel like the same otters.
I scritch, and I say to Theodore, I think we're safe.
All right.
Okay.
Just something to be cautious of.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Do I see Luna anywhere? Is she coming?
Oh, yeah. She is bolted around the side, but basically tackles you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give her a big hug.
No. And she just kind of like, because she has you on the ground, and she like, it's her giant head, she kind of pushes it, into your neck and kind of pushes you this way.
I give her kisses.
Yeah, she's very happy.
Thank you for guarding the door, darling.
Zali, did you say that they spoke to you too?
Well, one of them did. It was a guy, and he had on a hood. Also didn't say his name. Also said call him Inquisitor. Had a bunch of questions, kind of like a low, rumbly voice, and I swear, like I saw a little patch of fur on his chin, but that's all I could see.
And like, was there any sort of purpose that they spoke with, of like behind their reasoning? Did you ask why? I'm not trying to.
Well,
what were the questions they were asking?
They wanted to know about the times I've interacted with you, and
just like what I was like, or
they just wanted to know. They just wanted to know
why didn't
answers.
Why didn't they come for us? We're Astrid's housemates. Astrid's right here. They could have grabbed her. Like, I don't understand.
I don't. They didn't explain anything.
The questions don't seem specific. They just want to know what my personality's like.
Then they wanted. Then
are they trying to date me? Like what is going on?
There were also questions about the skies, like if we could remember the skies, and then and this one is a little weird, but there was a question about a green comet.
Oh, you mean that one?
I mean that one.
That's literally above in the air right now.
But before.
What do you mean before?
They asked me about it before.
What?
Like they knew
like
about
they knew
it?
it was coming.
That's how it feels.
What was the question?
They asked if I had ever seen a green comet.
Okay. Kind of a weird question. Well, if we could all turn our attention, if you could all turn your books to page Comet in the Sky, does anyone have any great piece of info about that American dream up there?
I don't know about the comet, but well, I guess it's just show and tell. Guess we're all gonna know. I talked to my parent. I tried to ask him why all of this was happening. He was very vague.
Shocking.
Right? He says people are being hunted that are, I believe he said, those who can see in the night, those who see through the night's eyes. Is that right?
And those who live in the space between the dawn.
Yeah, and something
and
about people are trying to create a space between night and day. And I don't, one, know why, or two, know why that's bad, but also it's very confusing, but I'm not the only one being hunted. I don't know if anyone else in this group per se is in danger, but it seems to be something specific to the night. I assume it's got to be connected to this.
You said that there are others hunted outside of the temple.
Yes.
What's the connection?
Well, there's a couple of different. There's the group of rebels who will sometimes hunt demigods, usually to recruit them. But there's also use them as fuel, more or less. Kill one, gain more power, that sort of thing. Now, the others who would attack would be other factions of demigods, including these inquisitors. There are more of them.
So it sounds like you have a lot of info that I was maybe referencing when I said if anyone has any useful info, please let the spirit move them.
All of my info is useful. How could I know what you're asking for?
God, you're so cool.
Such a big help.
Okay, hey Malvorn, the High and Mighty, please tell us Grace us with your knowledge of these inquisitors, please.
Well, they were an organization put together by the gods in order to help maintain order over us. They were to find us, to locate us, to shepherd us into whatever we are without causing undue stress and chaos.
So they may have got word of all the other demigods being hunted outside of the temple, and then they have some information about Astrid being hunted, and that's why they were asking about her?
It's very possible. It's also possible that some other faction had a desire for her, or perhaps even a god. There are many things that it could be. Her abilities could be something very special, or perhaps, as you were saying, live in between the night and the day, yes?
Something like that.
Well, you live at night. Your stars fade just past dawn. You could be one of these people.
I have to be. I'm being hunted.
Then there must be a thing that you can do or see that worries them.
I mean, it's interesting that there's a comet in the sky, and that seems to have some relevance to you, I would think.
Can you contact your parent and ask?
I can try.
I mean,
I have
if
to get to the
anybody's going to
Arboretum
know.
and be safe, though.
Well,
Maybe we go to the Arboretum.
yeah, let me pull up the camera feeds and see.
I mean, I don't know if it's like a we all go visit Papa kind of thing. I
Right.
think it might need
You
to
gotta
be
go get the flowers
private.
too.
Yeah. Well, I thought the flowers were already there.
Well, I guess they're still there. I guess they'd still
The
be there.
shrine's still there.
Yeah.
But also, like, he already gave me really vague information. Like, I don't know if he would give me any more.
I think all of
I
this...
just talked to him an hour ago. Like, he
Right.
claimed me, like,
Right.
literally an hour ago.
You could be annoyed if I call it again.
Right.
Yeah,
Are you
right.
back? Are you back?
Yeah, you want more money? God. But yeah, like,
Exhausting.
he gave me that, and I think I continued to ask for more. And he was just like, oh.
It was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Is there a rock or
Like, I don't
some
know if
kind
he
of
would really
high
help.
point around here?
I mean, on top of the Arboretum, I guess would be the high.
No,
high
no,
point.
like just in this clearing.
Not really. There's just like a recessed set of stairs that go further down.
Okay. I think Zendar kind of calls everyone together as much as that is possible. And
Everyone,
yeah.
kind of strides over.
He can
Yeah.
stay if you want. He can go stay right here. I have to come over, actually. If
Yeah.
He could stay
you
right
want
here.
to, yeah.
Yeah. And then he says, "This is all very vague. And I do not like vague answers.
Yeah.
I think it's time we went on a little hunt of our own. Find these inquisitors and ask them some questions of our own. Does anyone have a better answer?"
I mean,
What-
presumably the Inquisitors are here in this compound, so...
Exactly. I say we split into groups powerful enough to take the Inquisitors, but not too large, so that we can spread across the temple quicker and search quicker. And then we find the Inquisitors. We should have some sort of way to set off a flare or some sort of message in each group that can get the others together.
Well, very quickly, the Dean is going to find out what's happening.
Right.
My way as well. And this is Sasomo.
Oh, I can
We have
tell by
very
him.
limited
Also,
time.
Kree is here. I think we
here.
forgot that, right? Because
Okay.
Kree was flying up too. So
Yeah,
we have-
exactly. Kree is here. I agree. We probably shouldn't wait. I mean, we should. There's going to be a lot of people here. And if the Dean comes back, and then if the Dean and Dima come, I want to fight both of them.
Dima's on the good side, right?
Dima's on our
Then
side.
he may also want to stop you from leaving. I mean, he's on the good side, but yeah.
Temple.
Say the dean's
Who are the most stealthy and quick among us? And then I assume
audio
Tula.
podcast,
Right.
Yeah.
Astrid and Barb raise their hands.
as well as Endar
And Slugs raises his.
and Slugs.
And you don't think Tula? Or is
She's
Tula not
acrobatic.
volunteering?
Tula's not here.
Tula's
Oh,
not
yeah,
here.
Tula
No,
is
Tula
here.
is here.
I did run up
Tula
there.
is
The
our
race ball.
favorite.
You gave her a big
person.
fucking hug. Yeah.
Tula is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Tula's in the back.
Nikki-
and-
Zali glares at you.
Zali?
Yeah.
Okay, Tula is a half-orc woman who can dance. Like, let's get lit, okay?
I know, right?
She's pretty cool, and we haven't got to talk to her at all.
So she
No,
hasn't
she's a
moved.
full orc.
She's been leaning against the wall, going, to the building just the whole time, and she just kind of looks around and goes, raises two fingers.
Oh, she's like emo.
I say
Super hot. Let's.
everyone else gets on this airship and tries to figure out how the...
Oh yeah, we can just walk onto the airship. I'm sure no
The
one's
airship,
guarding
by
that.
the way, is on a platform like maybe 1,000 feet to the east.
Yeah, it's
How in
DoorDash disc.
Calgon you work it, and a small elite team
SWAT
can
team.
hunt down these inquisitors, find one, kidnap them, and take them back to the ship.
That ship doesn't belong to us. Who's to say what's on it?
Yeah.
Like,
It's our best escape route, unless you have another one.
jump off the side of this building and the podcast is
Well-
over. Let's all just jump
We should at
into the
least check it
swamp.
out. Someone should check it out first.
Well, of
before you all go
course,
over
that's
there.
why we're sending the group.
No, but someone should check out that ship before anyone goes over there, because it could be a trap. And it could catch us all.
That's fair.
All right, stay. And then he runs up
No,
and
bye.
goes sailing over.
Bye, Cree.
Okay.
Bye,
I
Bye,
haven't
Cree.
spoken to him, you know.
He's nice. He's a little.
Excited.
He's
Yeah,
a
he
little
gets
nervous. He
excited.
gets fidgety.
Yeah, but he's nice though. You know.
He makes
High
my
anxiety.
spiders nervous.
He makes you oh, I get it, because it's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
It's great.
Slut.
It's great.
My son. This is me and my son. Don't talk to me or my son ever
In
again.
the meantime, I just thought of a better way to possibly find the Inquisitors. And
Can we
then
just
we
walk
could
in
send,
and yell, "Hey, Inquisitors, it's me, Astrid."
And then we can
Yeah, we can
send our
dress you up,
group
Astrid,
to find
and
them.
like put an apple in your mouth and put you on a table.
Oh, right.
Oh, wait.
Just me looking
So-
between the night and day.
God, what's that thing called? Dawn. I love dawn
Well-
and dusk.
The
Has
back.
anyone heard from the demigod of moonlight?
I saw they mentioned, I think was it Medina who mentioned that Theodore, or I saw Theodore pull up his thing where he was looking at the different rooms and stuff, right?
Yes.
Could you search the temple for any signs of the Inquisitors?
Well, I can try.
A halfling woman and a guy with a cloak.
Theodore can search
Yeah.
this building.
This
Yeah, I
Yes.
couldn't get into
I
the
doubt they're in
hospital
the
or
building
anything.
with the arboretum in our bedrooms.
Yeah,
like,
there's
we
they're
would have
probably
seen
not
them.
there.
While you're all talking
Check out your
about
hair.
this,
Cash.
nice, I love it.
She's just going all the way this side.
The back door opens up, and Bryant kind of pops his head out.
The Deus Ex Machina we all needed.
Thank God. Brian, tell us the storyline
Bryant.
to give us the plot.
I run up to Bryant.
You guys are really doing this?
Oh, what are you?
Wait.
I don't know what you're doing.
What are you
we
doing?
What?
Well, we got all we got all, there's a red alert, and people are getting together, and they're gonna like come here.
I need to go. I need to find Varrock.
Yeah, well, Varrock's back in his room.
Oh God, we have the party together.
I can't leave him.
We will never
we just
be
asked
together.
Bryant real quick what's going on.
Yes.
Bryant, I hold him by the shoulders and turn him around and grab his face delicately, and point it at the comet
Right.
and say, "Any info on that?"
Nothing.
Great. Turn him around. Look at point him at Slugs.
Right.
Slugs was in jail. Know anything about that?
Yeah, they were asking Slugs and a
Questions about Astrid.
couple, yeah, questions about Astrid.
But it was just about what she likes to eat for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, I take Bryant. I turn him
If
towards.
she likes blue, and what kind of blue?
I love
How many
blue.
kind of blues are there?
Navy blue.
Okay.
She loves a baby blue
Bryant,
as well.
Any information on Inquisitors? Where they are? Who are they?
Oh yeah. And he walks over to the edge of the island and points down to
Problem solved.
one of the other small buildings. Like that's where the instructors have their rooms. And
Inquisitors.
well, there's like guest rooms, so probably there.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's get lit.
Do you know anything about the purpose or reasoning behind their activities?
Okay, gotta give me more.
Why are they asking questions about Astrid and others?
No, we don't. They don't. We don't really talk to us about that. We're not part of the Inquisitors. They kind of do their own thing.
Okay. Well, good to see you.
Are they good people or are they bad people?
The Inquisitors?
Yeah.
Scare the hell out of me.
That's all we got to hear.
That's
They
all we
hurt
gotta hear.
Brian.
They hurt
They hurt Brian.
That's all the motivation
We
we
gotta
need.
kill
They
him.
didn't hurt him. They just scared.
Mentally.
Emotionally.
Emotionally.
Yeah, then let's
We get on the
get
platform
on our
and we go down
disc
there.
and go
Okay,
on
who's
down.
going on the platform?
Tito, did you
I
want to see
am.
Barak?
Mm.
I think he's fine, but I understand if you want to check in on him.
I mean, if we're about to take off anyways, like, we can't just...
I don't think we're
Leave?
leaving quite yet.
Yeah, we're just going down to the other building.
But you said that they're in red alert.
Brian, stall.
Right. Here's what we need to do.
Stall.
We're going to put all of the spoons with you today, Brian. Please use them wisely.
Okay.
You've done a good job. Go.
Okay. Well, okay.
We
Zendar?
have 3 things we need to do.
Wait. If I want to stall, I need you.
All right? I can do that.
All right. The rest of you, just be careful.
Okay, if anyone asks about Slugs, you don't know anything. He's still in there. Same thing with Alina.
All right. Absolutely.
Everyone, we will buy time, but get the other members together, get the ship, and get an Inquisitor. That's all we need.
Theodore, you're coming with us?
I've got to find Varrock first. I'll meet
I'll-
up with you.
I'll get him. I'll find him. Don't worry. Go on.
I'll make sure.
All right.
All right. Be quick. Be careful.
Okay.
All right. And you guys get onto the disc and go away, and you two
Who is that?
step inside. Okay? I want a perception roll, Zendar, as you step inside. Now, because you step inside the back near the library and the dining hall, and then the dean's office is right there
God,
in
what
the
if that wasn't
center.
Bryant?
10.
Okay.
No.
So you walk
This is
in, and
very
Brian's
weird.
talking a mile a minute, and he's like, it's really
Like-
good that I walked into you guys, and I'm glad everything
Who's
worked
this?
out. This is Brian. And he's like, I'm really glad that you ran into me first because there's so many things going on, and we just have to. And then all of a sudden, his voice kind of fades as he takes a few steps back, and you stop, and you see that he's stopped, and he looks sad. And he's like, I'm sorry, Zendar. And about a dozen not inquisitors, seekers, a step out of the shadows with bright lights on the end of their poles surrounding Zendar in a circle of light,
Oh,
and the
no.
dean
Stop
slides
rolling.
out from
I'm gonna
around.
kill Aran. Will you stop the camera, please?
The dean slides
That's
out
my boyfriend.
from around a wall, and he's like, "Do not resist, Zendar."
Zendar resist.
I cast my new 4th level spell, Darkness.
Okay. Yes.
My new 4th level ability, which is Darkness. Darkness creates... here, let me pull up the...
I knew it. Why do it came right after we ended talking.
Yeah.
I was like,
I-
no.
I,
hold on.
I
was
thought
like,
it was a little...
No,
Yeah.
hold on.
I thought it was. I don't know. I
I
guess
should have seen it in his eyes.
My brain was just like, oh, maybe Aram and Tommy talked about a scene that they did earlier. That's what my brain said. My brain was like, oh, this is mechanical.
No.
No.
Just set him up.
God.
Magical darkness fills the area, dissipating any light and light spells of level 2 or lower.
Yep. Yeah. So you basically, how does it form?
It just, I smile, and I just smile, and then darkness seeps out because I'm wearing like my cloak,
Yeah.
and so darkness just seeps out from under my clothing, the only place where there would still be any shadow, and it just spreads out from me and it fills a 15-foot radius around me.
Perfect.
So all that is just darkness, and then as soon as I have darkness, I just move to the nearest dark or
Can
shadow.
you teleport?
All of these
Yeah.
seekers had like long poles with the light with a light spell cast on the end of them. So as this globe appears, it just hits the edges of all of the poles, and they all go out. It just consumes all of that
Yeah.
light. Where do you want to go from here?
I'm gonna hit the well, I think I'm going to hit the beholder hard and fast, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of there.
You're gonna actually
Because-
attack
Wait,
the beholder?
You're gonna ball tap him and then fucking
Here's
leave.
the thing: I don't have.
You can double dash if you use your action. Your bonus.
That's
action.
fair.
You can
I
teleport,
yeah,
right?
I'll just get out of there.
We're all like, run,
Because
bitch,
it-
run.
Roll a
Yeah.
stealth.
Stealth. Come on, baby.
18. Beat an 18.
And I roll with advantage because I'm in darkness.
Correct.
That is a 5 and a nat 1.
Oh.
Yeah, but the 5.
Thankfully, I don't have the nat 1
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I roll with advantage.
Yeah.
So it's a 5 plus 8
Not gonna
is
make
13.
So,
Zender, just do it. Just do it.
so you
Just go. Zender, just fucking do
Just
it.
do what?
Just melt. Just fucking
you
do
cast this darkness, you vanish from it, you are heading down the hallway. You're like, a good 60 feet away. You were bolting. And then you hear this like and you look past your shoulder behind you, and the dean is charging down the hallway after you.
All right.
Hold right there.
Bryant can suck it. We don't stand. We do not stand anymore.
He was
Brian and I are
sad
gonna have
about
to have
it.
a long talk.
He was sad about it.
Well,
I
we're sad
don't
about a lot of
care.
Again, we already established like intent and complacency. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, Brian.
Fair enough.
I know, like, we're the players, but, like, I wonder what all the students are doing right now. These two parties went off, and there's just, like, a group of students being like, so does anyone know what classes we have tomorrow?
Do you think Malvarn was serious about that whole? No, it couldn't be.
Who's the most random person we haven't talked to?
Laura.
Laura's like,
Laura's like,
Ah,
I had something to say.
I can't wait to make potions tomorrow in potions class.
Right. She's just writing in her
And then
diary.
and Kailu's they're in the same house. Kailu's like making some tea. And he's like, yes, I'm excited for meditation.
So you 4 of you, right? And who else was with you? Did Slugs come with you?
Tula
Slugs.
And Tula, right? So
Tula.
the 6 of
Sisomu.
and
you.
Luna.
And Susomu.
And Susomu and
Malvarn.
Luna and Malvarn.
Oh,
right.
Rendell. We got everybody up
Wait,
there.
why
Rendell.
did these people come with us? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
these people can.
Well, I
everyone.
it was just us 4.
assumed
Oh, where were they going to go
And
then?
Kree went to
they
go
were,
to the airship.
weren't they going to go to the
alone.
airship to?
Kree, there's
Kree went
no
to the
way to
airship.
get to the airship except for
Well,
like
Kree flew.
Oh,
Kree
yeah,
can
fair.
get
Yeah.
there, yeah, but
Fair.
the others can't.
Yeah. All right. So it's just the 4 of you then for right now. And
Yeah.
the rest stay behind. Okay.
With Luna 5.
Luna 5. Sorry.
And my bone 6.
Yes.
6 with the bone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So where are you going?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Down to the island,
Where
Inquisitor Island.
Bryant pointed where
Yeah, Brian
the
pointed
teachers
to
live and
Inquisitor Island.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? Your NPC told us to go there, Rom. Don't act like that's our decision.
They told you what it was. You asked a question. They gave you an answer.
and we said
That
we should go down there while you
that
stall, and he went, yeah.
Probably the
yeah.
Inquisitors are there because all of the teachers are there.
You know what? I'm ready to kill.
Okay.
The disc
okay.
is moving.
Okay. So you all.
Where else did you want us to go?
We're following
No.
the threads that you
No,
put
no,
We
no.
are
out.
so
No.
confused
with
as to
you?
what to
No,
do.
you guys.
You are
look,
manipulating us right now.
Look. You guys started a revolution, and I'm like, where are you pointing the
And
gun?
you made your NPC say, oh, here's the island. You should get I'll check on Varrock. Go. Just go. And then we go, and you guys like, and you're like, are you guys really doing this?
asked a question.
Are you guys not gonna go back to the infirmary?
And I gave you an okay, right. Like so you are going towards this other island.
Inquisitor
that you haven't been
Island.
to yet.
Inquisitor Island.
Yes, Inquisitor
We're planting
Island.
our flag on The audience is gonna be like, stop yelling at Aram.
So
Or the audience is going to be yelling around even more.
it
But we are
lands.
confused. That was like the only place to go right now, right? Like, is there
Yeah.
literally anywhere else to go?
Otherwise, we were just going to take the
Besides
airship
the
and
airship,
go.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
and Brian
that was
told
the
us that they were
closest
coming after us.
Yeah.
Like, we
Right.
need to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And little do we know,
Yeah.
Brian,
They were actually coming after
that
us.
Brian's a motherfucker. So
God.
Double crossed us.
I thought Bryant was hard for me.
He very well still could be. You know.
oh,
Yeah, but
star-crossed lovers
he's got
take their life.
orders.
Well,
Yeah.
Also, mind control, you know,
That's true.
by
That's true.
Don't try
the
to save Bryant like
beholder.
that. This
No,
is
I
Bryant's
know.
own
It's, fuck
decisions.
him. He's dead.
anyway,
It's
we're
dead to
going
me.
to we're going to Inquisitor Island.
Okay.
Set sails ahoy.
So you'll land on
Oh.
Inquisitor Island. So the disc comes.
Oh,
to
we're
a-
there. Short.
You know, a
short
stop.
journey.
Takes about two minutes. These
Okay.
islands aren't
Do
that
we hear
far
s-
from each
Do
other.
we hear Zendar's screams in the background?
No.
Okay.
I don't
we hear
think
the
Zendar
Dean?
yells. I
The
think
Dean
Zendar stays
screams.
quiet. The Dean screams. Yeah.
Screamed
We
inside
hear
the
that?
temple.
Okay, you can all roll
you roll
perception. You guys, you're so far away.
I was to say how far we're far.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even gonna
Don't roll a
roll
20.
No,
If you roll a
that's-
natural
I mean, I rolled a
20.
19.
Well,
Nope.
it happened
not.
right away, right?
With
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty soon.
If I roll a natural 20.
Everyone see if they can get a 20. Nope.
We're getting close.
No.
We're getting close. We
All
all
right.
got close.
Yeah, almost.
This
But
isn't how you
no
play D&D.
but-
No, it's not. So not.
So your,
Welcome to 6th edition.
your disc has landed in front of this building. It's very similar to the one you all were in. There's no arboretum, but it's the same kind of
Like a
brick
small-
and doors and windows, right? And there's like a double door in front of you.
Wait,
Sorry,
so this
my
is
brain
where
went, can I meet the hot centaur? And I thought, that's
Yeah.
not the time. I shouldn't be worrying about meeting the hot centaur.
Kenzie.
I need to be helped.
You don't know about the hot centaur.
I
yet, do
don't,
you?
but
No.
I do.
Right.
So Mackenzie knows
Mackenzie
she
knows.
exists, and I like her.
Okay, so we are in front of a.
In front of this building with, a big fountain and a set of double doors going
I
into
pull out
it.
a boombox.
I pull out the scry pad because I'm still logged in technically as
Can you search
through
anybody?
her UI. Can I?
Yeah.
What can I have access to?
Roll me, what were we rolling? An intelligence roll?
I think it was intelligence.
Yeah.
You see Zendar being gouged on cameras.
Can you imagine?
I can't remember. Did I?
Just being chased by this giant creature.
Every time you say Inquisitor, I think of Dragon Age Inquisition. Inquisitor, there's some news for you
Yeah.
at the war table. It's a video game. It's a video game. Yeah. It's really good. I think you actually really like it.
It is a really good
That's
video
pretty
game.
good. That's a 19
like Mario
plus
Kart?
4.
It's
19
exactly
plus
like Mario
4.
Kart.
Mhm,
Yeah, so it takes you a couple tries, but you're
It's like
able to
medieval
log
Mario Kart.
into this building's system. Like there's a bunch of folders, and you're able to go into these folders. I guess you won't even know that they're folders. There's a stack of text, and it goes, and there's a hierarchy to it. And when you click on the text, it'll show other text until it gets to the end of that hierarchy. And then you
Robbie
wait.
justifies his fantasy folders.
Trying so
All
hard.
the
I love
audience.
it. It's
good.
fine.
You know, all of our audience really have knives to your throat right now
Yeah,
to make
'cause
sure
we
that this is a
really,
clean game.
yeah, we really
Thank
care
God you
so
got
much
that
about the
one.
folders right now.
I care
Thank God
about
you got
them. I
that.
love fantasy tech.
And then when you click on one of the names again, it
Wait,
will
what do you
show
mean
you that
click?
room. When you touch one of the names again, it'll show you that corresponding
Will you
room.
please stop drugging a Rob?
Oh, good callback.
Good
Season
callback.
1, baby.
Nope.
Yakety yak.
Yakety yak.
So that is
Aram hates
what-
us. Well, like, Aram is fully going to cancel the podcast.
We love you, Rob.
Thanks, Wormwood, and we're out.
So listen, next week I hope you join me with my new cast.
Called Fall of the Demigods, where we kill the
I'm just going to go straight to the superhero podcast. I'm just going to jump right there.
You're just gonna skip. Like, I'm not go back. I'm just gonna skip 5 years and go straight to the Gods' War, where they all die.
Exactly.
Descent of the Demigods.
Descent. Yes.
Descent.
Descent.
Anyway, can we play the game? Let's go.
Yeah, what? Give me
In front of you is a fountain and some doors. And you were able to see.
Theodore, did you
Sorry.
hack the doors?
You're able to see into the rooms. You're able to get access
Okay.
to the cameras and look into the rooms.
Cool.
You see a halfling woman and a
who is
billy
there?
goat
Yeah,
man.
we know exactly who we're looking for, but we also know who we're trying to avoid.
Yes.
Some of them, anyways.
So we don't. Do we know what teachers are probably still in the building? We know Medina.
Where did Medina come?
She was just kind of like
That's a good question.
Was she with us, or did she stand there with the other
She's
just like,
students?
She didn't come with you, and she wasn't with the others.
Well, she also
Well,
wasn't useful.
yeah.
So.
Okay,
Not-
so
not
we know
really
that
worried.
she's on that island. We know that. Well, we don't know the dean's on that island, but he lives there.
The dean's not on that. Oh yeah, we don't know.
He has his office there.
Theodore, what's it say on the screen?
Yeah, who do I see?
Who do we not
Okay.
want?
With my gnomish
who do we
eyes.
not
So
wanna see?
the first person you see is a centaur walking down the main hallway
Well,
slowly with a book
Oh, too late.
in their
Next.
hands. You see
Just I'm like, next.
What was that?
Go back.
you see a
isn't
bed
okay.
with a weasel wrap in the middle of it, and you're getting ready to just go on, except the weasel turns over and becomes an owl, and then flips back over again and becomes a snake.
That's probably
That's
the
the
lady.
person. That's a
probably
halfling.
she was turning into animals and stuff.
All right, it's this room.
Room 304. Let's go.
In a room next door, there's a tall creature with a cloak on, and
Yeah,
they
why is his hand in his pants?
wow. And at some point, they remove the
I feel
cloak.
dirty.
Wait,
And-
they removed the cloak.
You know, like they
They're
sit on their
furry?
bed and they remove the cloak, and it is. I would like you all to roll.
Are we all looking
nature.
over Theodore's shoulder? Oh, I'm actually really good at that.
19.
And that one. I'm like proficient, and I'm gonna
It's a toad.
That's the second time that's happened.
to me.
No, this
specifically.
session you said that you were really good at something and you rolled a that one.
Oh, that's the best.
Don't say that
I'm,
anymore.
I'm next level. I'm gonna have +7 in nature. Like it's
Sick.
like literally one of my things.
I got
Nice.
19.
14.
I got a 19 as well.
19. Okay, you all have never met one of these humanoids, but the creature is called is it Furblog or
Furball.
Yeah, a
That's not a textures
did you make an
WordPress.
evil furball?
The fur blog.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Furball.
Joey's upset that this Furbolg might be trying to kill us. Furbolgs
Oh,
are sweet
sorry.
beans.
So nice.
They
I
are
love
so
Furbolgs.
nice.
They're
Yeah.
very good.
Can you imagine how nice the interview was? Like, hey,
Right.
I need some information.
Could you
Would
you
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah, would
Like,
you
So the-
mind?
You know, I know
Yeah.
it's a little intrusive.
This is the
but
second nat one this thing's
It's
done.
a day, you know.
Yeah,
So,
we understand.
you also see who else is left? So,
Ryle.
Harold Ryle
I'll just give
and
you that one.
Archon Cardani are both.
She's
in
now
the-
In the
alive.
same room?
Just a hashtag ally.
No, both in the same room. No, they're both.
Oh. Oh.
We're getting after
Love
dark
it.
so quickly.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's Janice's tea
so
time.
We know where the
And
Inquisitors are.
Wait,
there is
wait, and?
someone else you all have never met. There is a huge, hulking man.
Sorry, that's
Go
that's very
on.
good. Janice is like,
Ooh,
yeah.
zoom in.
Roll nature again.
Nature.
Yeah.
All of us?
Yeah.
Totally Goliath.
God.
Oh, I rolled a natural one.
Janice is
I'm just
distracted.
like
Wow.
thinking about
Yeah.
big hulking.
Right.
Nah, I rolled
Thoughts
a
are over
9.
here.
God, I'm doing so bad. What
12.
I wonder if you'd like to go to the Mind Palace.
the fuck all these dice?
Can I fit him
Anyone?
in my mind palace?
I rolled a
Anyone do
9.
well? Oh,
9.
12 is the best.
12.
All right.
12's good, Aram.
You've never,
These are all
none
Give
of
me the
you have
juicy answer.
ever heard of one of these people. Like a very large 8-man almost. Some 8-9 feet tall.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay, so
I
looks
love
like
character. I don't even know what that is.
we got a big old cast of characters in here.
So
Well, we
there's
know the
3
Inqui-
that we don't know.
We know where the Inquisitors are. 3
Mhm.
we don't know?
It's about now that
The
I'm wishing.
Furbolg.
I think
Furbolg's got to be the cloaked person. And the halfling.
Well, I mean, like we've never met before.
Yeah, the halfling woman can
Rolling
change into
around in her
animals. Rolling around in her bed, just tossing and turning as different animals, apparently. But that's her thing, so.
Astrid, you've talked to Cardani more than any of us. Do you think she's trustworthy? Because if we're about to go in there, we're probably going to need a lot more help.
I do. I think she's one of the most trustworthy people out of all the teachers, but none of the teachers have been help. You know, like Cardani's
Yeah.
kind, but would she help? You know, like
Yeah. Medina didn't help us. She wasn't any good. I think we're on our own. We need to grab just one of them, right?
Mm.
We don't need to. So I say the shapeshifter.
The shapeshifter could probably become like a fly and get out.
Do we want?
Let her try.
Okay, just for shits and giggies.
Just for shitties and giggies.
Shitties and giggies. Before we like bust in, what if I just like walked in and tried to talk to them?
I'm telling you, put an apple in your mouth, sit on a platter.
They've been asking
We're gonna
about
Trojan
me.
horse this shit.
I think it could take them.
I'll hide underneath.
We could take them. I could take them by surprise by just showing up and being like, "Hi, heard you talking shit," and then if they try to, and I'll walk out and we can ambush them. You know what I mean?
Can we like Home Alone this and like set up a trap at the doors of
Like I can
the other
walk
people?
out. Oh.
So like if we make a commotion and they come out like, oh,
I mean, the
look,
centaur woman
it's a
can
rope
come
trap.
save my life anytime. That's.
God, gang, what are we doing?
I don't know. That's my plan.
Awful
My
things.
plan is
Awful
maybe like
things.
I go in, I try to see like if what their response is to this person they're clearly hunting, and if they try to make a move, I run out, and then we all like you all can be posted up to get them as a like I can lure them out of their rooms.
Right. We need to make this fast and grab.
But they might say something
But
interesting
we
if I
gonna
can
do
just
when
get
we
them to
grab
talk.
Right, and why would we want to risk you? Janice, can you like
I don't mind risking myself.
mine something?
Yeah,
Just
Janice,
make-
can't you just get the information
suggest
we
her
need?
to come? Oh yeah, also that.
Why don't we ever use that ability? When we're asking every NPC and they won't talk
we
to
all
us.
turn to Janice.
Yeah, wait, Janice,
You're not
you have
t-shirts.
a brain.
You're not another good callback to season 1.
We could try something I've not linked with them before, so I don't know what could happen.
What if
So we just sit outside of their window with our Janice boombox
to my
and
window.
try to link with them. And like we tried that before anything else because I feel like that has the softest failure. You know, they just be like, huh?
Should I also be in the palace?
Yeah,
Be like,
Would that
let's do
help?
it.
ting-a-ling-a-ling, hello.
Is that red light supposed to be blinking?
Yes, that means it's recording.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's okay.
He was talking about the comet. It's now turned.
It's red!
And it's blinking.
That'd be terrifying.
Let's do
the
that.
sky
it
is
would be.
recording.
That's how we know it's close.
Astrid, yeah. Why don't
Yeah,
you come in the
ability.
Mind Palace and I'll try to connect with.
Can we
Who,
not
who are we
to
doing?
my
Who are we choosing?
Can we not talk to one of these teachers first?
right?
What teacher?
Cardani.
What is she gonna do?
She may not
She
help
might-
us, but can she just give us information?
Right.
Every teacher has the same information, and it's. I don't know. They've been asking about Astrid. That's the information that every person we talk to gives us.
Okay. No, listen. I will. I mean, to be honest, I don't really feel comfortable sending you in there alone.
I agree.
Like, we all have abilities to be very strong and very fast. You saw how fast Zendar can be. If these people have graduated...
Zendar can outrun anything.
Right. I mean, if these people have graduated past... have graduated past being a student, you know, then, like, I like the weird mindfuck idea of presenting you on a platter, but I don't trust our ability to protect you with it.
Who's to say these Inquisitors aren't just... I mean, clearly the halfling woman has, like, abilities, but, I mean, one of my fathers also has abilities of the light connected to nature. He can turn into animals for a short period of time.
But
Like, that's who's to say she's a demigod? They might not be demigods. They might just be normal.
Sure, people are powerful. I still
Well,
agree with you.
If we're pulling, if Astrid comes into the Mind Palace, we might as well all just be there, right? And do our
But
ask our questions.
aren't
then?
our bodies
Yeah,
vulnerable?
we're really
That's why we sit
exposed.
outside. Oh God, hold on. Yeah,
We have a
we
window.
sit in-
Check it. We sit outside their window.
Mhm.
We
have a
put
window.
Astrid in the Mind Palace, and have one of us playing the piano, acting like we're part of the Mind Palace, part of the vision. And
I
Barb
can
is
play
like-
the piano.
And this person, we just like give them a dream. You know, we're like, this is a dream. What would you do in your dream if you actually had Astrid?
I just had a great idea, but I'm not
You're
there,
not
so I
here.
can't
You're
tell you.
not here,
I
Cindy.
can't tell you.
As you, oh, wow. As you all are
The
talking
voice of Zendar.
for a while, I assume tucked behind this fountain or whatever. So you have,
Yeah, we're-
right?
Hey.
I pointed out, I think, like, okay, here's a good spot. Like, the cameras just miss. You know,
Right.
like, we're
And
just
if anyone would have
off-cam.
walked up,
Let's go
Theodore
talk
would
to
have
the
seen it.
centaur.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
And
Yeah, they're
Well, no,
talking.
wait,
I'm
isn't-
watching.
the centaur, isn't she one of the people that Medina said is on the good side? Am I crazy?
Yes.
No.
Because I wrote
They-
it. Yeah, like, she's not.
She's not.
Right.
Oh, she's not on the good side.
The only
okay.
the only thing that Medina said was Dima. Was Archon Dima and Steelbeard.
And she said Cardani.
Dima Cardani.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Cardani.
I thought that she
So
said
what
there
if-
was another person.
Roswin.
Yeah.
Roswin.
Roswin,
Oh,
Cardani,
sh-
Medina, Dima.
But Roswin's back at the temple.
Yeah.
Just to be more safe, though, we know that we can trust Cardani. Why don't we do the Mind Palace there? At least we have an instructor that can also watch out.
Hey, can you house some fugitives, Cardani?
All right.
Get in the book.
Can we
Get in the book.
get in a book and do a My Palace? This is
So many layers.
Oh,
Inception,
yeah.
this motherfucker.
But if there was a book about Janus and his mind palace, then yeah,
Look, I'll write that.
you could go into the book and then
Can
you
you
could
just write
meet
it real
Janus
quick?
and then have Janus.
Or we could
I
just
pull out
be
my
in her
notebook, I'm
room,
like,
right?
What if I
Sure,
wrote
that's
a
fine, too.
prison?
We could just be in her room.
Okay, so let's go knock on Cardani's door.
I don't want to go in this building. I don't know about you schmucks, but like, what makes us think it's nighttime? It's not like people are coming back from anything, you know? What makes us think that we can just walk in there and pick a door and the
Theodore's-
DM is nodding while smiling at
Theodore's
me, meaning,
leading
yeah,
us.
I have 16,000 traps in there. So I'm saying we should just mind link. Janice, you have a distance with your room.
I can
right?
try.
So I say this first because it has a soft failure rate, and then we make a decision afterwards.
Except it's my mind.
You're doing great.
You've
What
done-
if we
the
what if we
worst thing that
bridge?
happened is you fall into the bog and we go get you. It's fine.
Hush.
Let's all hold Janice.
No, please.
Right, to make sure it doesn't fall to the bog.
So who are we? Do we want to mind link Cardani or the Weasel?
Let's mind link the two bitches.
Both of them.
Why not?
Both?
Because if they resist it, they know that they've tried to be touched by an angel.
Wait, that needs to be everything Janice ever does.
Yep.
Big touch by an angel. I mean,
I'm just listen.
we should make a decision because we're doing a show
Janice,
that people
try
watch.
To mind palace the Weasel.
So we should probably try to do something.
Janice,
Theodore,
Mind Palace.
show me the weasel.
Show me the way.
Find it, Nick. First time Theodore's been.
Show me that weasel.
So
She's an owl now.
Theodore shows you the weasel.
Is she a weasel?
It's an
She-
owl now.
Yeah,
she
she's
is
like a
now
possum
a
now.
she's now a
snake.
llama.
Did
That's
you
like
just
half off the bed.
What is she doing?
She's
Maybe
having
she's
dreams.
dreaming.
Yeah.
She
Ooh, so
wild
maybe
shapes
she's
in
more
her dreams.
susceptible.
Yeah, she wild shapes in her.
There's
dreams.
only so many times you can do that ability. What is going on?
So
We're gonna go talk to a llama.
And
Tina, eat your.
so I'm just connecting with Astrid then. No, you two are not coming in.
First, Astrid, you sit
So you-
on
you walk
sit
in.
on that chair. Look
Okay.
all delicious.
Oh, I know that chair.
Yeah. And then Janice, you play
Looking
play
all
piano.
delicious. I'm sure they want to eat me. That's
Yeah.
You play piano.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Astrid.
Okay.
I pull you into the Mind Palace.
All right.
And I am going to concentrate on the image of the llama
Yes.
and try to pull her into
Fucking
the Mind
llama.
Palace. Now, if the person is dreaming, I guess they wouldn't really know, but if they're hostile or unwilling, they get a wisdom saving throw to resist.
Maybe
the
they
link.
accept it because it's
Right.
a dream.
But it could.
So wait, sorry. So you're doing the shape changer first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Well,
would,
Astrid is in the Mind Palace
Yeah.
right now, but
and she's dreaming. So yes, I'm with you. I would like you to roll. How would this normally work?
I actually don't think he needs to roll.
Yeah. I guess
you get a
well,
wisdom saving.
I get a wisdom
throw.
save, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
If
do
you
that.
want her to
If
resist
she
it.
resists
If you
it.
resist.
Okay. So I would
I
say
didn't see the roll.
I
that
did.
she like tosses and turns a little bit, and she turns into a wolf, like a smaller wolf.
I love wolves.
Yeah, like a tinier wolf, like an actual
Oh
size
yeah.
wolf.
Also, I forget. Like Luna's also there. If we like, she can also stay guard of us if we need to all go
right,
in the
yeah.
palace. Like she's there. I forget about that.
I'll pull them in when we need
I
them.
love you.
Please.
So,
People love this
So that
content.
didn't work.
no, it did. Except you're not in the Mind Palace. You're in her dream.
Me and Janice?
Yep, both of you.
This happened before. One time I was with Slugs.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Slugs dream, and they were in like, wait, where were we at?
Before we get excited,
Janice is so excited.
we're in like a hellscape and we're like, oh, okay.
There's spiders everywhere.
You're in a large open grassland with in front of you there are these huge plateaus that break in the center as a road goes through it. But otherwise it's just grassland, rolling grassland for miles and miles.
Do we see?
Do we see her?
Don't see anything right now.
Let's. Hello.
You all hear the cry of a bird.
We have some
You all
questions.
These two.
Sorry, these two.
about
You
this.
both hear the cry of a bird. Low and booming, but it was a bird.
Do you want me to do that Foley work, or do you want to
Yeah,
find it?
please do. That's not bad. I can put echoes underneath that. It would
That was
actually work out
that
all
was
Like
right.
a pterodactyl.
A low and booming bird?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, right now. This is your audition.
Is the bird dying?
It's really good.
All right. Well, you'll be getting an email from
Yeah,
us.
I'll have my people contact your people.
We'll put a poll up on Twitter, and they can vote which
They're
one of
gonna
you
vote
did the better
Nikki.
job.
Everyone
Wait,
loves
guys,
Nikki.
all do bird right now.
All right. So you hear that noise
like a
behind you.
like it's a large
scary
scary flying
bird?
bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Towards us.
Yeah,
Scary
yeah.
bird.
That's what you hear behind you.
Can we turn around and look at it?
Yeah, and there is a bird, like in the sky, some distance away. It's just hard to tell what size it is, and it's flying towards
Could
you.
be a fly.
It's flying towards
Could
us.
be an
Towards
eagle.
us.
Yep.
You've all lost your depth.
I kind of want to
perception.
shoot it.
Shoot at it.
So
We'll maybe shoot near it.
yeah, I'm gonna form my star in my hand and shoot it up in the direction of the bird.
Sure. You fire up. How far is your distance?
120 feet.
Yeah. So you shoot up towards the bird, and it kind of at the edge of the distance, it just kind of, creates sparkles, right? And you're nowhere near the bird, so you realize it must be much larger than you thought it was, and it's coming towards you.
This is her dream, right?
This is her dream. So, can we manipulate it?
Roll.
Can I manipulate it?
I would say that would be like a we're gonna do this like a grappling, but with wisdom. So it's contested wisdom, or you can use your
Can
divinity.
it be charisma?
But you can use your divinity.
Could it
You
be
ask
not
If you want.
wisdom?
nicely.
I'm pretty wise. Could I? What do you want to? What do you want to
yeah,
do?
Wait, what did you say? Divinity or my wisdom saving throw,
Correct.
or just the wisdom? Okay, let's
Eith-
do divinity.
Yeah.
Because it's charisma.
No, it's
No,
it's
it's-
touch- oh
Yeah?
What
is it?
natural 20.
Oh!
And I rolled a 3.
nice.
So
Yeah.
what do you want
Yeah.
to do?
Oh, yeah.
Nat 20.
Can I change the bird's shape?
You can't change that, but you can change things around the bird. You can change anything except for another creature.
Okay.
Create a bunch of bird cages.
A giant bird cage, or
Yeah.
something to block it or make it hit, hit
I
something.
yeah, I'm gonna
A
create
big net.
like a cave,
Okay.
and the cave is slowly shrinking in,
Okay.
so that the bird is like suddenly they were in open sky, but
Right.
now they're in this cave that's shrinking in on them.
Okay. All right. So this giant rock formation basically appears around the bird. I'm going to give it a dexterity save to see if it can not be caught. And it rolled a 2. So this huge cave appears around this bird,
Birdie
and then
can't fly.
the edge closes up, and you can just see the beak through this little window, and it's gigantic. It could easily have plucked a horse off the road and flown away with it.
From the dirt.
So you see,
Could have gotten my centaur wife.
So
Oh
you s-
no.
Yeah, right. Could easily got her. So you see this beak poke out a few times, then come back, and then that's it. You don't see anything else.
Is it still in the sky? Or is it coming down?
It's in like a giant spire of stone now. Because you rolled a natural 20.
Right.
Yeah.
We just want to talk.
Perception.
Isn't it over 120 feet away from us?
Yeah.
Because I tried.
Janice
Yeah.
yells.
We're in a dream.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, roll
Yeah.
percept. That's true. You can be heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll. It's dream logic.
Who's rolling
Yeah.
perception? Both of us? Or?
Anyone who can see the rock.
There's only 2 of us.
Right. So, both.
14.
8.
Okay. Neither one of you spot what I was saying to spot. So
I can roll with advantage
you shout out.
and get an 18.
Yeah. So
Classic.
you shout out. We only want to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a burst of movement along the rock face coming down. There's some small creature crawling down, and then there's like a little bit of grass moving, and then it transforms into a dog and trots on over, sits, and looks at both of you. You are playing a very dangerous game.
We could say the same for you.
I am here for a reason.
For me?
No. For information about you.
Why?
Because I was told to gather it.
By who? Don't be vague. I
have-
will not hesitate.
We have, first of all,
Yeah.
I am the demigod of mammals, and then turns into just an elephant and just lets out a trumpeting roar.
I thought they
goes
turned
up
into an
on their
owl.
feet and slams down onto the ground again. I command them all. You do not frighten me.
You think a little puppy frightens me? Oh, you're an elephant. Oh, I'm shivering in my little boots.
She just glares at you, and the trunk just sways back and forth, and then she turns back to you.
Who sent you?
I was sent by my order.
What order is that?
It's like pulling every NPC. It's like pulling teeth.
What do you know about the Inquisitors?
We know that you are asking students specific questions about Astrid.
Yes, we have a belief that there are some in our order who believe that she is a target. And if she is, we were trying to figure out how and why, so that when they came, we use her as bait.
Target for what and who?
Possibly the organization of rebels that have been working and taking people and attacking them, possibly some other faction. We don't know. We just don't know.
So this group of people, are they the same ones who are killing the demigods outside of here?
Maybe. We don't know.
So what's your intention? Are you protecting her? What I don't understand. Why
I was
ask of the
sent
other
to
students?
gather information. This is what I'm doing. While I'm here, I'm certainly keeping an eye out.
Why have you been kidnapping other students? Why not just come to me?
We didn't kidnap them. They came to us when called, and if we had to keep them, we kept them.
Why not just come to me?
We're not. People are afraid that if we interact with you, we will change something. There is possibility around you. A chaotic storm of possibility. If anyone does anything wrong, pushes you in one direction, it could be catastrophic. We're just trying to figure out why.
Does this have anything to do with the comet in the sky?
We don't know. That's not really my department.
You'll have to call.
We're gonna have to transfer you
referrals.
to another
please
department.
hold. Well, this
Talk
is the
to personnel.
extension.
Isn't there a meditation expert here? Why don't you talk to her?
The centaur?
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Eyes
knows.
emoji.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Well, we don't plan on sticking around.
Yeah,
You're leaving.
probably.
So what do you
We
want with
didn't-
me?
We wanted to know why the hell you were doing what you were doing. You have to admit, it's sketchy. We had to
done-
find one of our students, one of our friends in jail.
I've done sketchier.
Yeah, that doesn't make me like you more.
We do as we're told.
Also, this is an elephant talking to us.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of swaying back and forth. Yeah.
We do as we're told.
We do what we're told to keep the peace. Stomp, stomp,
We have
stomp,
no
stomp.
opinions of our own because we're a part of an autonomous corporation. I don't remember what my mother looks like. Thank you, Nikki.
The best joke cat.
Best joke cat. Best joke cat.
All right.
Yeah, no, I can't. Like, who? There's too many shades of gray in this story. I need somebody. I need a black and white bad boy, good boy right now.
Yeah, you got Slugs.
Okay.
Slugs is a very good boy.
He's a very good boy.
You got Wendell.
I need
still
someone where. Yeah. Oh, everyone thinks
questionable.
Wendell's gonna be evil. Okay, so who's
So
your
the rebels.
We met some rebels. They tried to fight us.
They attacked the temple. Are these the same rebels?
It is possible.
God.
Again, we're trying to get the answers. That's why we're here.
Is there anyone else in the temple you're trying to? Is it just me?
Yes.
And Barb is really cool and hot.
Also, that Barb
That
person.
Barb is
they
really
are,
cool and hot.
They are. I mean, not anything specific about fate, but just
They're just
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, they're just cool, and we want to know all about them.
It's canon.
Yeah.
It's in the wiki.
That's right. We want to get to know them and then turn on them at some point. That seems to be what happens.
Wow.
Was that EM?
Wow.
Yeah, it better be EM.
Was that EM? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, did Zendar die? Are we gonna go back to that zine anytime?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he died. Oh yeah.
Yep.
No. What else? I mean, who's your friend? Who's your compatriot?
Oh, name and hang on, I've got the name
Let's look through
somewhere.
a
Or you can be like, they're the
Twitter,
demigod
fan.
of.
No, I've got the name somewhere. So yeah, that one is the demigod of.
I just don't know what demigod we're dealing with.
And which one are we talking about? The Furbolg or the
Well, the only
The
other
Furbolg, yeah.
the only other companion this person has is the Furbolg.
But there was
Right.
the other one that we don't know.
I thought there was only two.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. I should have.
There was the one that was like the ape.
Ape man. Oh, I thought
Ape
that
man.
was another teacher.
The Furbog is the demigod of interrogation. Should have been able to call that.
Jesus.
L-O fucking L.
Yep. I mean, obviously.
Well, it hasn't been doing
Yeah,
very
really
good.
didn't do
They haven't really been
a
doing a
terrible
lot of-
job. Isn't it funny how like
The demigods,
so far the demigods are completely incompetent at the things they are divine,
including
over.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lies sucks. Victory sucks. Interrogation got
Sucks.
got zilch out of Slugs.
Wait. Hang
A
on.
big old fat zero on that one. Interrogation.
Medina could be really successful. She could be lying all the time.
Fascinating. Yeah. Cool.
She doesn't lie. She's just
Scapegoat.
aware of lies.
I'm the demigod of my shoes, and I'm really good.
Wow.
Like, sure, I can just say whatever.
I'm the
Good
demigod of
God.
my- What do we do?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
What are we doing with this
You don't get to
woman?
ask us that question. This is our time.
What are we gonna do with her? Like,
I don't know. I think we're done.
yeah, peace and sayonara. Like, we're rolling out.
All right.
How about you just sit there with your teeth in your mouth and we'll leave?
Can I sit there with your teeth in your
We
mouth?
cut out of the dream.
Okay. The last thing you hear from her is that she's like,
It's
the second I find you, I'm bringing you right back.
Back.
like to see you try.
Okay. Back here.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Yeah, literally. That's gonna be a big old from me. Yakety yak, darling.
All right. So you
How about
cut
you
it
take
off.
this?
As soon as we
Yakety
pop
yak.
out, I go, yeah, we gotta kill that bitch. She's an asshole.
Okay. So you cut it off. You're on your scribe pad.
Yeah.
And you see
You see an elephant?
The creature that was like a little weasel pop up awake, immediately turn into a wolf and run towards the
Wolf
door
on wolf.
that opens up.
We need to go. We need to go.
Scribe,
We need to go. we need to-
disc. Get the disc.
This is already here. This is already.
Okay, everyone, get on the disc. Everyone, put your middle fingers up. Everyone, let's go.
All right. So as you start to lift off, the door pops open, and a
but she can
cheetah
fly.
at full speed comes out and leaps with its claws and just misses the disc.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I was like,
wait, no. Wait, what do you do?
I was gonna bolt her if she
Perfect.
tries to. Yeah.
Just bolt her. Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Smack.
Yep.
Do I have to? Roll to hit her. I assume.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here we lose. the narrative.
20, not
Yep,
natural.
That
Sick,
hits.
sick,
This
yeah.
burst of.
Do you want me to roll damage? Because I will do
Do
it.
the damage.
Do it. Get that
Yeah.
damage in now.
15 radiant damage.
Okay. So
I just say, "Fuck no!"
Yeah.
and I pull out a star and I just throw it at her.
so the leopard makes the leap and is going to land on the platform. What is this action that you take?
So I see her rolling
The
and
tip of her middle finger.
Yeah,
starts to glow.
right. I like stick my middle finger in the air and a star attaches to it and I just throw it.
Queen.
And then I'm like,
So you blast this cheetah in the face, and it spirals backwards and just starts falling towards the valley floor
and
below.
I lean over and I yell, "Come find me now!"
And turns into
swoop
a
Bird.
very large bird that is
well-
now swooping back upwards. Where are you guys going?
Back to the
Back to the
temple.
Back
Go to the temple.
Going back to the main temple.
We're doing
now,
a lot of act first, think later right now.
Why we're there?
Teenagers.
Zendar, you're being chased through that main hallway outside of your room and outside of their room towards the front of the building. What are you doing?
I am going to lead the what is the darkest place in this building that I know of? Like,
The darkest place in the building would probably
Barb's heart. I
The
think.
Arboretum.
Barb's heart. Well, I mean, the Arboretum would have a lot of natural light coming into it, but not so much,
it is nighttime.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The hallways are all lit, right? Everything else is lit by like magic torches.
Yeah.
The Arboretum is the only place that really isn't.
Do I know where the heart of the temple is? Like the construct?
I mean,
Probably not.
no. Demrin would.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Demrin could take over the temple, kind of.
I mean, she tried to, and then she almost died.
Well, yeah, but maybe
Yeah, I should have.
maybe with a little help from a certain
Gonna have to
gnome
go
that,
back.
that knows their way inside the system. Yeah.
Oh my god, my
Um,
OTP though. It's Tia Ren.
All right.
Dimdor.
Door.
Dimdor is my OTP.
Fuck me.
There's Asdar and Dimdor.
Dimdor.
That's some
And,
D&D name
and
right there.
Janborn. Or Malice.
Malice.
Malice is a really good show.
Wow.
And then Saint Slugs is my favorite.
Saint Slugs.
These are all the ships of the show.
Yep.
And then Mackenzie Tom.
All right.
Mackenzie the Centaur.
Which students was I looking for? Like which students are
Who are you
still?
looking for?
Which students were not with the group?
So far, the ones that were left over are
Caillou?
no one's seen Varrock, Ballora, Demrin, obviously. Well, she's in the hospital. Kailu, and that's it. So those are the ones that weren't on the aren't present.
All right. I've spoken to Varrock. I trust him to a degree, so I'm going to, and he's a significant fighter from what I can tell. So I'm going to make my way to the room that Varrock is in
Yeah.
and try to trap the beholder in with me and Varrock.
Okay. I'd say this. It's going to take you 2 rounds to get there,
Yeah.
and the beholder will be able to fire at you twice.
Okay, that's fair. Then I guess I'll just. I don't want to do. I don't want to do this until like I have to.
almost feels like I have
Yeah,
to.
not getting
Close it.
disintegrated might be one of those
15
times.
seekers and a beholder. It took all of us.
This is like
with
a
the
weird,
beholder not acting properly.
This is like a weird,
Yeah,
like,
but I wanna
mirror
make
to,
it,
like,
like, a
his
good
prelude,
moment.
too, because you were, like, running through the streets being
Right,
chased
yeah.
by all these
Totally.
seekers. It's like
Yeah.
a weird, like, callback.
Yeah.
Why don't
Yeah.
people just be nice to Zen?
How far can you teleport?
Here's
him.
actually,
He's my
you know what?
boy.
I realized what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is go to the opposite side of the temple from where where's the nearest door, like out.
So the nearest door out, you could basically go in the door you came in, you faced them all, you got past them. You could run to the front and through a door, or you could run through the arboretum to the front and a door, or through the arboretum to the south and a door.
I think I'll go to the front, and what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Dash shadow teleport thing, and then how far is it to the, like, can I get out the door?
Almost. The beholder will have like one chance, one shot at you before you hit that door.
Okay.
You call him the dean, I suppose.
You could.
All right. So if that's what you're doing, the dean is going to take one shot at you.
All right. Don't I have
need
to roll a
you-
save?
Yep.
Here's deciding.
I
which
need you
raid it is.
to
Oh, yeah.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so nervous and
Which one
sad.
is wisdom again? I don't remember.
It's the one next to wisdom.
Thankfully, I no. I
Does
mean,
he
like,
still have
which
a
ray is
eye injured from?
No,
earlier in the fight?
because we
No.
killed him, and it would have all.
yeah.
It
would've
respawned,
all-
yeah.
And Janus would be dead.
True.
yeah.
Thankfully, I do have quite a high wisdom, but
All right.
the last time I said that, I
Says
Yeah,
the
you're
man
out.
fighting a beholder one-on-one.
rolled a 1. So
I am so stressed out.
Oh no.
$12.
You fall fast asleep. You simply fall unconscious
Oh.
All right.
right there in that moment.
Do you have inspiration?
Do I actually, can I do one thing before I?
Can you
fall
try and
to the-
activate the ring?
Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Fucking
Like you're
hell.
fighting, what's that sleep medicine
Just like
that
as
Tiger
I
Woods was on?
as I collapse to the
What?
ground, I just want to
Yeah.
clasp my hand over
So that maybe
the.
when you fall, you
Yeah.
hit the ground.
Give me a Constitution save. It won't be too hard because he's trying to make one small action.
Total of 20.
Okay, yeah. So you fight it just
Oh,
long enough to
shit.
get your hand up over this ring. There's a flash of light, and you're gone.
Zendar.
And I assume I am
You appear
gonna end
asleep.
up appear unconscious in the base of the rebels.
Yep, which you and I will get to on a one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
gosh.
We don't even know. We don't
Yep.
even know. We assume he's okay.
Yeah, we don't
Right.
know.
Exactly. Yep.
That's so upsetting.
so.
I hope
the-
you enjoyed, everyone, our special guest, Tommy.
Yeah.
That was a great character.
Hanging out with us,
Super fun
Tommy,
having
we
you.
appreciate it.
So the rest of you,
We're being chased by a fucking bird or some shit. We don't know what we're doing.
there is a bird, giant bird. Sweeping
Okay,
around
I would like
underneath
to
you.
point out
Oh.
birds are not mammals.
That's true.
Oh! Flip the table!
Wait, no, you're right. They aren't mammals. They lay eggs.
Bitch, you better fall like a cheetah.
Exactly.
Oh crap!
I'll save you.
You can be
Yeah.
a bat.
You can be a bat.
A
You
large
could be
bat.
okay. Okay, turns into
That
a
means you
large
can't be a
bat.
giant bird.
But not a rock, which is what I wanted. You know. Okay.
A large
a
bat.
rock.
A rock.
A rock.
A rock.
R-O-C.
R-O-C, yeah.
A gigantic bird. A
Monster
bird,
bird.
of monstrous proportions.
They're really
Foxed by a
amazing.
lot of rocks. I didn't know they were
Also,
birds.
bats don't have a lot of hit points, so.
Yeah,
No.
get ready.
Shit,
to
Well, it's a giant bat.
It's like a dire bat.
Yeah, it's a
dire bat.
Let's look
All right,
it up.
So they turn into a dire bat and are now soaring back up and seeming like they're flying upwards. It probably will take them a couple of rounds to get to you. what are you guys doing?
We're trying to get back to the temple, right?
Well, yeah. Can you, if we're gonna be doing this whole mechanic thing, can you tell us how many rounds is it gonna take us to get back to the temple?
Oh, like you can. You're landing now. It wasn't far.
Are there any students, or I mean, we were gone for maybe
As
10 minutes.
Right, where are
Yeah.
the other students?
Yeah,
What are they doing?
as you're pulling up, the other students are still there.
Tula, thank God, Tula.
Yeah.
Tula, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah. So it went fine.
Shame we lost that
She's gonna be
Zendar
the
fellow,
great
but
love
at
of
least
my
Tula's
life.
here.
Goodness.
I love to. I genuinely like that character.
Tula, there's something chasing us. We need your help.
Okay.
So funny to me.
Your passion invigorates us.
Do something. You have like.
Can you fend off this giant bat while we run and hide?
We're gonna sacrifice Tula.
Tula, I know Tula. She'll be fine.
Tula's just gonna look.
God, I forgot you guys had that really good scene.
Yeah, we had a
Arboretum.
really good scene.
Yeah, then you walked in the hallway
It was
together.
like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
She just looks at both of you, rolls her
I
eyes,
was thinking that.
pulls out a pair of short swords from behind her
Oh,
cloak,
hey,
and
that's
walks
my
over to
brand.
the edge.
Yeah, fuck your brand, Mackenzie.
Fuck my brand. Fuck my drag.
She just walks forward.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, you're right. There is too much of that. There's way too many people with like a pair of dual swords.
Oh,
no.
I was just joking.
Yeah, no.
What else are you
No,
gonna
she's-
have?
well, she
have 2 axes.
she
Cool.
has-
Staff.
Two whips.
She has on her back a spear, and when
Ooh.
she turns it, it lengthens
It
to
lights
about
up.
8
Oh.
feet.
Oh,
So it's a very long spear.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, we owe you the biggest one.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. I say
What
we,
if she dies?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what
Where are we,
we
gonna
are
go?
running.
What if anyone dies?
Is that
Tula?
She's totally Mermista. You're right, Tony.
Tula, oh
Again,
my
Tula
God.
with the knowledge
Super
bomb.
Barista. And I love it.
Tula
I
gets the
fucking love it
sickest
so
shit.
much.
We need to find at least someone who Dima, Roswin, any
All
of
right,
them.
hang on. Can I start like flipping through the feeds?
Yeah, sure.
A.
Zing, 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 zing.
Do I see the 15 fucking seekers in one of the feeds?
Yes.
Yeah, do we
Do I
have
see a
trackers
beholder
on
in one of
Is
the
this
feeds? And then all the other teachers, like as I'm, nope, not this one, not this hall, not
It
this
makes
hall.
you stop in the main building right here because the dean is in it, and there are a bunch of seekers with these staves around him that are not seeker staves. They are just staves that have had light cast on them, so they're brilliantly illuminating everything around the dean, and the dean is just kind of like glowering at this little burn mark in the center of the hallway, and then gets up and start to look around in just the immediate area, and is like yelling at the seekers who are now shining their lights in various corners and
Turn the
recesses.
scrape head around, like we need to go now.
What's wrong?
What happened?
The dean's there, and it's got like an army of people.
Well,
For
hell.
us? What about Zendar? Did he make it to where him and Bryant?
Oh, let
Where's
me
Bryant?
look. And I'm like trying to flip.
We have to find them because they were going to meet us at the airship, right?
Should they roll perception to see if they can pick out Bryant from the group of
Yeah.
seekers?
Yeah,
Because
Well, can't you just type in the letter B?
Joey. That's a good point. Not Joey. Joey, roll perception.
Okay,
I rolled a nat 20.
that
If
is
I'm
a
looking
nat
at-
20.
Two nat 20s.
Nat 20.
Two nat 20s.
Whoa.
If I'm like looking at the scribe pad with him.
Wow.
I love
and you're
this
both
scribe
at the
pad.
same time. You're like, that's Bryant.
We're like, fucking Bryant. That's his tattoo on the back of his.
Okay.
the back of
So-
his
The
neck.
one that he got in the summer, you know,
Yeah, the one they got
that
in
one
the
like
summer of
girl kind of
99.
convinced him.
You find
Yeah, the tribal
Bryant.
There he is.
Yeah, you find Bryant right away, and you're able to not only pull up the video but the audio on Bryant.
Right.
And so you
Pull up
scroll
his user settings
and can
like,
scroll backwards.
See his height and weight.
Wait, we scroll backwards?
So you scroll backwards through the recorded feed,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you get, and they're just kind of following back, and you get to where Bryant is
changing
with
in his
Zendar.
room.
And right outside the door, you started playing again. And
Slow down.
Bryant's saying, "Hey, Zendar, I just need your help with something, so come with me." And when they enter in, You hear the door lock behind them. You see all of the Seekers step out with these light poles and surround Zendar. You see the darkness. You see the Dean chasing after him, firing bolts. You see one bolt strike Zendar, and you see him arch backwards and scream, and then explode into nothing.
Oh my god.
The Dean killed Zendar.
Hold on. Let me see if I can connect with him.
The Dean.
Try it.
Static.
The Dean fucking killed him. And Bryant sold him out. I want to burn this place to the fucking ground.